The Mad Scientist's Experiment, Survive a Night of Terror. Hi guys, alright? Today I'm going to tell you another top story, but first I want to ask you who is not yet a subscriber to the channel Old Stories and Facts, to consider subscribing here, also activating the notification bell so as not to miss any story. So, let's get to the story. During their studies in college, 6 friends split up to plan a vacation trip to a very large enclosed forest. They bought sleeping tents and tents for meals and organized everything they would need to stay in the forest for 2 months. In the forest, there was a waterfall that was 2 days away from the entrance to the forest. When they got there, they were dazzled by such beauty. Next to the waterfall was a clearing where visitors set up camp. Before the sun went down, they pitched their tents and prepared dinner. They prepared lanterns to light up the night and fetched water from the waterfall. Then they lit a fire and one of them started to play his guitar, while everyone else sang and enjoyed themselves. They stayed late by the fire and then went to sleep. During the night, they heard strange noises, but they thought they were protected inside the big house, with the doors and windows closed and locked. They went to sleep and during the night they heard screams, as if someone was being tortured. The next day they woke up and went to look for where the noise was coming from around the big house, but found nothing. The noises continued during the following nights. After 3 days, they heard a noise coming from the basement during the night. One of them went down there and closed the door that went down into the basement. They knew that the basement had a secret underground passage that went straight to where they made the noises. The house was actually a trap for an experiment by a group of scientists who did experiments on humans. They applied a substance to the person, and with 10 doses the person turned into a monster with vases just like the new ones. The 4 friends were left with memory deficits. It was this noise that they were hearing during the night. If they had known, they would have been frightened and locked in their rooms. The bedroom doors had no key, but they were being watched and didn't know it. They had been there for 15 days, enjoying their vacation, when one of them went to the bathroom and, as he was going back to his room, he heard a strange noise of things being dragged around. He opened the door a little and saw several figures dragging his friends into the basement. He called for help, but saw that there were secret doors. The boy called for help and had a friend go after him, but he saw when they locked his friends in a cage. He took a tent and food and ran for help. One day running, he came across a large group of men and policemen who were looking for a group of tourists who were missing. Desperate, he missed the chance to ask for help to save his friends, who were trapped in the hands of these men. The policeman asked him if he knew how to get there inside the forest, but he answered that he didn't. But inside the big house where we were, in the basement, there is a passage that leads to the hiding place. I followed him and saw many of them locked in a cage. They all looked hairy. Then a policeman said, "So this is the hiding place of a group of scientists that the foreign authorities are looking for." One of them had a radio and contacted the authorities, informing them of the location and telling them what had happened. They told him not to do anything, because it was very dangerous. There were destructive biological weapons. Soon, the foreign authorities arrested everyone. In the attempt to escape by helicopter, Pedro and the other more dangerous ones were shot down. The students who were arrested were doped up so that they would not escape, waiting for a while. Soon, they woke up and returned with the policeman. The others who had already taken their dose of the experiment were taken away by the foreigners to be treated. They said they would try to save the others who had already turned into monsters, but it was very difficult. Whoever won was already dead. Here is a warning for the young adventurers. The forest is very dangerous and the old manor house has many horror stories, where crazy men kill everyone with axes, machetes, and chainsaws. Everyone who goes camping or hiking should go with tour guides who know the place, so as not to fall into traps. Now I would like to know what you think. What did you think of the story? If you like it, why don't you subscribe to our channel and leave your like and comments? This way YouTube will let you know whenever there are new stories. So that's it for today. Until the next story.